How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 11 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we are going to be talking about some interesting things that have and have not been found while data mining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because all of this new information has surfaced, that does not prove anything, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you'll find a link to both of the original posts in the description bar down below. And now, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where all of this new information came from. So once again, guys, these two posts were sent in to me by someone from my Discord, so if you guys ever want to talk to me directly or send me anything, or just talk to the other 2,400 people about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at all times, you guys can join up my Discord. You can find a link in my description as well as the pinned comment. Now, both of these do in fact come from 4chan, and they are text post leaks. However, they are from people who have data mined the game, so if you guys want to leave, go ahead and do so now. Otherwise, we are going to start talking about this. And guys, beware, this is a spoiler heavy video, so if you guys don't want to be spoiled, go ahead and leave as well. So the first post that we are going to be taking a look at does in fact come from 4chan, and it does not have a title, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, data miners checked all spirits and didn't find any Porky spirit. The fact that he is the only missing Brawl boss without a spirit, character, background appearance, or reference in the files is highly suspicious. Next year is Mother's 30th anniversary, meaning that they could keep Porky for DLC for promotion, especially with Nintendo choosing the characters this time. Porky is in. Data miners checked all spirits and found hunters from the Metroid Prime hunters, but not Psylocke. He is the most important one, for he appears in the ending of both Metroid Prime 3 and Federation Forces, making him the only other recurring hunter in the series alongside Samus with 3 appearances. The main producer of Metroid Prime 4 previously said that Psylocke would get one of the main roles in this game, Reed, main antagonist, and would serve as advertisement for the game, especially with Nintendo choosing the DLC. Psylocke is in. Next, data miners found 2 rare IPs in the files, Jet Force Gemini and Blast Corps, proving Microsoft's involvement. Phil Spencer, leader of Microsoft, confirmed that he was okay with giving Banjo in Smash, and he also scored high on the ballot, something Nintendo definitely noticed. Crossplay exists between Switch and Xbox One, meaning that a collaboration already happened between those two rivals. Banjo is in. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So first of all, guys, just to reiterate what I said earlier, just because data miners have found all of this evidence and lack thereof, that does not mean that any of this is for sure going to happen. However, it does make a lot of sense. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about Porky. At this point, we've talked about Porky probably once or twice on this channel, and I think he actually has a better chance than a lot of people think. He is pretty well known, and he's also a villain. At this point in time, it seems like we don't have as many villains in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as we need. I think we have Bowser, Ganondorf, King K. Rool. Those are the 3, Ridley, those are the 4 I can think of off the top of my head, so we definitely need some more villains. And I think that since we don't have any from the Earthbound series, Porky would fit in very well. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, he's too big, there's no way he can make it in, but that same argument was made for Ridley, and he got in, so at the same time, I think that Porky could also be scaled down. Not only that, but there is no reason Porky should not have been represented at all. When you think of the Earthbound series, at least for the casual fan that doesn't know that much about Earthbound, the most common enemy they think of is Porky, and that's because in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, he wasn't a boss character in the Subspace Emissary. If you guys remember, you fought versus Porky as Ness and Lucas, at least that's how I remember him, so I feel like they definitely should have put him in the game. The fact that his 30th anniversary is coming up, along with the fact that he is the only boss from Brawl that isn't returning, makes me honestly think that Porky is probably going to make it into the game. So now let's go ahead and talk about Psylocke. And I'm going to be honest, guys, at first, I really did not think that Psylocke had a chance of making it into Smash, but after looking over all of the evidence, I definitely think Psylocke has a better chance than I gave him credit for at first. So first of all, let's go over the reasons why I thought Sylex wouldn't make it in. The original reason why I thought that Sylex wouldn't make it in is because I thought that Sylex would be too similar to Samus and Dark Samus. As you guys can see, they definitely have some visible similarities, but at the end of the day, after doing some research, I found out that Sylex definitely has the potential for a very unique moveset and wouldn't just be another Echo Fighter for Samus or Dark Samus. The other reason I really thought that Sylex didn't have a chance of making it in was because we already got 2 new Metroid reps in Smash Ultimate, being Ridley and Dark Samus. Typically in a game, whenever a new Smash is released, we only get a couple newcomers from one franchise, but I feel like that isn't really a rule. I feel like Sakurai isn't really making that rule, and since Nintendo are the people who are choosing the characters, Sylex definitely has a better chance once again than I gave him credit for. And then we've already gone over all of the reasons as to why Sylex is going to be in the game, as mentioned in this post, but I thought that the really big one was that the main producer of Metroid Prime previously had said that Sylex would get one of the main roles in the game as like the main antagonist, and would serve as advertisement for the game, especially with Nintendo choosing the DLC. As you guys know, Nintendo really does want to push Metroid and make sure Metroid sells really well, so I could definitely see them doing this, especially if Sylex is going to be the main antagonist of Metroid Prime 4. And now we're going to go ahead and start talking about the evidence for Banjo. So as you guys know, since we just went over it in the post, we saw that rare elements are in fact in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as spirits. Not only that, we have some other information we're going to go over right now. So as you can see on the post on screen right now, we see Hitagi outed herself as being entirely wrong. Blast Corpse and Jet Force Gemini spirits were found. Vergeben himself deconfirmed Steve as a fighter. Copyright strikes from Nintendo of America on Banjo Smash Bros. Videos, and quiz show boss in the game data. It's looking really good, folks. So as you guys can see from this post, there is a lot of evidence pointing towards Banjo, even though I still do believe Steve has a pretty good chance of making it in. Vergeben has also come out and said that the Minecraft representation in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is actually going to be a boss instead of a character or a stage hazard or a stage or anything like that. It is going to be a boss. As of now, we have not seen this boss yet, so I guess it's probably going to end up being DLC. Now, in terms of the quiz time thing that he was talking about, as you can see on screen right now, we have something from Banjo and Kazooie called Grunty's Furnace Fun. Now, I don't really know much about Banjo-Kazooie. Again, I've never played the game before, but as you guys can see on screen, this does in fact come from the game, giving even more credence to the fact that Banjo might actually be in the game as a DLC character. So yeah guys, in terms of Banjo's inclusion, at this point I am more confident than ever that the Bear and Bird duo are going to make it into Smash. As we know, once again, 2 rare IPs were in the files, Jet Force Gemini and Blast Corps, which proves Microsoft's involvement. Phil Spencer has said multiple times that he does want Banjo to appear in Smash, and there's crossplay between the Switch and Xbox One, at least in terms of Minecraft, so I definitely think that at this point, Banjo and Kazooie are also a shoo-in. Now I want to go ahead and take a look at the other post from 4chan that does not have a title and was posted by Anonymous, but instead it just lists 5 characters that are the most likely DLC as of now. So it starts by saying, just from data mines we can determine all 5 DLC characters, those being Porky Minch, Sylux, Banjo-Kazooie, Monster Hunter, and Style Savvy. Screen cap this. So since we've already talked about Porky, Sylux, and Banjo-Kazooie, let's go ahead and talk about a Monster Hunter character. So now let's go ahead and talk about a Monster Hunter character. So on the one hand, I feel like if we were going to get a Monster Hunter character in Smash, we probably already would have done so. As you guys know, we have Rathalos as both an assist trophy as well as a boss character, so I don't really understand why we got a boss with no rep. I guess if what Vergeben is saying is true, in that we are just going to be getting a Minecraft boss and no character, that rule could apply to this as well, but at the same time, I feel like if we were going to get a Monster Hunter character, we already would have. Personally, I don't really keep up with Monster Hunter all that much, but maybe if they have a game coming out, it would be a good cross-promotion for them once again to put a Monster Hunter character in Smash to draw up interest in the new Monster Hunter game. And finally, we have the last character, which I am extremely doubtful of, being Style Savvy, or a character from Style Savvy. I have never played Style Savvy before, nor have I seen any gameplay from it, so just based off of the pictures, it looks like you play as a manager or something at like a nail salon or something like that. And I just don't know if she'd fit into Smash very well, but I guess if Sakurai can make a moveset for a plant, he can probably also make a moveset for a normal person who works at a nail salon. So guys, all of the stuff we took a look at today isn't really a leak, but it instead is evidence for characters that could be in. However, I think that there are 3 characters that are for sure going to make it in. First of all, as we know, Vergeben has said that there is 100% going to be a Square Enix character in Smash, and it is going to be the first character revealed. As of now, I'm basically taking Vergeben's word as gospel just because he's gotten so much right so far that I think that he actually does have credibility. Next up, I think that we're going to get another new Pokemon. I know a lot of people are really torn on this issue, but since Gen 8 is right around the corner, I have a feeling that a new Pokemon from Generation 8 is definitely going to happen. And finally, since we do know Nintendo is choosing the characters this time around, I have a feeling that similar to Corrin, we are going to be getting a character from Fire Emblem 3 Houses just so they can promote their ever-growing Fire Emblem games. Personally, those are all just my opinions though, and again, none of these are leaks but just evidence and character speculation. So let me know what you guys thought about all this stuff in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that these are the characters that we're going to be getting as DLC, and would you be happy if they were? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.